I'm in my pajamas. We're not going to talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Tarte. In case you've been living under a rock, let me fill you in. About a year ago, Tarte released a Shape Tape foundation modeled after their highly popular Shape Tape concealer. So here we are now. A year later, they have tried to release a new foundation and just completely erase everything that happened a year ago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video on it last year. You can hit that in the I button right here. And they have released Face Tape. They tried to up the ante with this foundation. They put out 50 shades, they put out one formula of it, and they're really pushing to get rid of this older foundation. I'm not gonna lie, I was very annoyed by the last launch because stakes were high. A lot of companies were putting out high counts of shade ranges, and this was really disappointing from such a big brand. Besides the shade range, Tarte has also addressed some other concerns that people have had. They've changed the bottle to a plastic bottle, and they changed the wand to a pump. These were not necessarily concerns that I had with the product. I am a little annoyed that this is a plastic bottle now though, because for the high price range, around $40, you expect a luxurious product. But I digress. Let's get into some of the specifics. Like I said, this is going for around $40. You can get it on the Tarte website as well as Ulta. I'm not sure if this is in Sephora yet, and I'm not gonna look it up because, you know, just find it. Just find it. Like I said, there are about 50 shade ranges. Again, still, it's kind of weird because a lot of the shades do look like they're on the lighter side, which is freaking annoying. But on Tarte's website, this is the description for the new Face Tape foundation. Inspired by our iconic Shape Tape concealer, this long-wearing, full-coverage foundation mattifies, hydrates, and brightens your appearance. We bottled up your skin smoothing filters, selfie settings, and Instagram feedback to create the foundation of your dreams. Plus, this baby comes in 50 shades with 5 undertones. It claims to be long-wearing, full coverage with a natural matte finish, transfer-proof, waterproof, and sweat-proof. I went and actually picked up my foundation at my local Ulta because I am horrible at shade matching, and especially with shade ranges this big, I don't know where I fall anymore. Like I said, I do have both the hydrating and matte formula in the last launch, and even these I have in 2 different shades. One is light medium neutral and one is light medium beige. I have the concealer as well in light neutral. So I know that I'm like somewhere around the light neutral range, but there's so many different things that go on top of that now, I was a little confused. I should have taken pictures of the swatches that I did, but I didn't. So I picked up 22B Light Beige. It seemed to be the best match in Ulta. We'll see what happens when I put it on my face. If it doesn't match, we're just gonna go with it and make it work because that's what normal people do. So here we go, the foundation. It is a fully plastic bottle. The foundation shade is on a sticker on the bottom, and the top has your pretty standard pump, all completely plastic. Like I said, it kind of annoys me when you pay $40 for a foundation and it's plastic. It's made out of everything else that everything in the drugstore is made out of. You expect something that's a little bit more substantial, like these bottles, which were fully glass and like have a decent weight to them. So let's check it out, see what this foundation is about. I'm gonna be doing a full wear test. It is currently 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and I am still in my pajamas. We're not gonna judge me, but let's see how this thing wears. So here we go. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a full wear test. I personally don't really like to wear my foundation for more than 8 hours at most. So even though it's 1:30, we should be okay. I'm gonna be using things that I would use any other day. My normal primer, my normal concealer, powders, all of that, so that I have a baseline standard of what to expect from this foundation. I'm gonna be asking some opinions from family members later on, so we'll see what they say about how my skin looks. That was just my normal Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. Now we're gonna go in with the foundation. I don't know how far this is gonna go because it says it's so thick, but it actually on my hand feels kind of watery at this point. Oh yeah, I have a feeling a little bit I was gonna say I have a feeling a little bit's gonna go a long way with this, so that one pump may have been more than enough, but it has like a weird perfumey smell to it. I wouldn't say that it's rose scented, but it totally smells like a little, you know, like a typical girly perfume. It's not a crazy overwhelming smell. It's actually kind of nice, not gonna lie. So far, I'm thinking that this shade is okay. Ooh, okay. This is blending out so quickly and so easily with the Beauty Blender. This is going on beautifully. Right now, I would say this is definitely a medium to full coverage. I feel it on my skin. I definitely feel it on my skin, but is it like a Huda Beauty completely masked foundation? No. It's covering up my pimples pretty well, but I wouldn't say completely. I'm gonna go back over some of these spots after I blend this out and see how buildable this is. You know what it kind of smells like? I think I figured out what the smell is. It smells like a clean public restroom. Like, you know, not after somebody poops and tries to cover it up, but like just like that like public cleaner smell. First layer down, and I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. It's definitely not as thick as the old matte formula was, which I'm happy about. It really does feel like a combination of the matte and the hydrating formula. The finish on this is very, very matte. You can see when you get close up that it does settle a little bit into your lines and pores, which is not the best thing for me. But again, because I do have very oily skin, I think once this kind of sits and sets in, I feel like it's gonna get to a good place. I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit so you can get a closer look at what's going on, and then I'm gonna try to cover up some more of these little spots with another layer of foundation and see just how buildable this is. This is everything all blended out. I think that the 22B light beige was a pretty good match for me. I think that's the closest I've ever gotten on a first try. It does have a little bit of shine to it, but on the skin, the texture of it is that matte texture. It did cling a little bit to some dry patches I have on my face. You know, foundation and dry patches, they never go well together. I don't care what any foundation says. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on these little spots up here and maybe a little bit on the sides of my nose where I have some more pimples. I'm literally just like dotting this on my hand. That was pretty easy. That built up very quickly, really nicely. Now to see how other products blend into it. I have my normal concealer, which is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 14. And I also have my Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. This is a pretty liquid concealer, but it is very full coverage. So I'm interested to see how this moves on top of the product. Again, just using my normal beauty blender. I don't know about this one, Doc. Let me tell you, this is what I'm seeing right now. This is not moving around the foundation at all. The foundation is staying put and the concealer really is sinking in on top of it, but that's making it look really cakey. You can see every little hair and pore on my face right now. From far away, I feel like it looks really nice, but oh boy, when you get close. That blended out very nicely. You don't see any harsh edges, which is what I get really nervous about because sometimes with really thick full coverage foundations, it's really hard to get the two things to mix together. Don't have any of that happening here, but I am gonna pull you in so you can see what I'm talking about that really matte finish. I feel like you can really see it on my cheeks. Just, you see every little hair and every little pore. Now to see how darker colors blend in. This makes me nervous because a bad contour can be really bad. Wow, okay, same thing with this. That's kind of impressive. All of these are blending in really nicely without moving around the foundation. This looks pretty good right now. Things are really melting together and not just being pushed around, and I appreciate that. Ignore how fucked up this side of the contour is. All of that blended out beautifully. I really can't complain about that. That was really, really easy for a full coverage matte foundation. But again, still in my cheeks, looking at myself in the mirror, I just see a lot of texture, and I'm really hoping that that kind of calms down once it has time to melt into my skin. We're gonna set this all in place with powder that I am running out of, and this is just a basic translucent powder. actually that helped a lot. That just like filled in any little holes that I was seeing. Wow, okay. I don't want to speak too soon, but that was pretty good. I'm gonna start contouring a little bit using another Too Faced product, and this is the Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is the matte formula. First impressions, again, not moving the product around. It's really all melting together. I'm really impressed with this. I think it's blending out really well. I'm not getting any sticking, no dark patches from product not blending out. I'm like kind of mad that I'm liking this foundation. I don't know why. All right, well, we tried out just about every product that we can on the skin right now. We tried our liquids, we tried our powders. So far, so good. I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my face off camera, and then I will be back to give you one final look right after application before my next check-in. We're back. All of my makeup is done, and I will say everything went on beautifully, and right now, from this distance from my mirror, things look really nice. I think everything settled into the skin very quickly, very nicely. It was like the foundation was dry and stuck to your skin, but things still blended into it and it mixed together with things really well. I'm not seeing any dry patches coming up. It doesn't look like things have really oxidized. So far, we're doing all right. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a close-up so you can see exactly what is going on. I will be back in a little bit to give you guys a little update about how this thing wears after a couple of hours, and we're even gonna get some input from my mom, what she thinks this is doing to my face, if it's a good look or not. Hey guys, so it is currently 5 to 3, which means my makeup has had plenty of time to set in and settle into my skin without being all fucked up yet. So I just wanna show you guys what things look like once it finally melts into your skin. I've just been cleaning for the last hour, vacuuming, dusting, whatever, and I keep passing by mirrors and I keep looking at my skin, pretty amazed at how great it looks. Already the oils in my skin have kind of given everything a satin finish as opposed to a true matte, which I personally like a lot more than a full matte. So again, like I said, it is almost 3 o'clock here. Still waiting for my mom to come home, but once she does, I'm going to get her opinion on this, and then I think my next check-in is just gonna be more towards the end of the day to give you guys my final rundown. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, it is currently 3:30. My mom just got home. Ignore everything happening back here. I've been laying in bed for the last half hour just watching YouTube. Also, I took my lashes off and my lipstick off because it's Sunday and I'm just sitting home and I just ate a lot of pizza and Oreos, so. Mom! Also, me and my mom are like currently arguing right now. Not really friends anymore because she told me that my lashes before were too extravagant, and I don't have room for that kind of negativity in my life, but we'll make up, I promise. Mom! Come look at my face! How do you think my foundation looks? Does it look cakey? Do you think it's a good color? Does it look heavy?
It looks nice.
Why do you sound so hesitant? Because
I don't know if I like the color as much as I usually do.
What do you, you think it's good. More? I mean, this is honestly, this is a true color match to me. Like, this matches my skin.
It looks like you're covering something there. Like, it
well,
looks a little heavier.
I have a huge pimple, but it's fine. We're just... Besides that, you're never going to be able to cover up a scab and have it not look like a scab.
It looks good, but your foundation always looks good.
Thanks, Mom.
I don't know if I like it as much as I do, like when you typically do your makeup really nicely.
Like on a daily basis or like going out?
No, you don't wear a lot of makeup on a daily basis.
I know, but I'm saying
when
like
you're going out, I think usually it looks better than this.
You see, what I usually use is the other launch of this foundation.
But this is a drier, maybe more matte.
Yeah, this is more matte than the other one that I use.
Yeah, like a little more dewy on you. This looks a little pale too.
It is, because I'm honestly, I'm pale. I need a tan.
I like that yellow there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I'll see you guys when this is done to give you my final rundown. Hi guys. So it is currently 10:14 p.m. I just walked into my house. I'm a mess. I spent most of the day cleaning the house. Me and my mom set up a stereo system. I cooked some dinner, and then I just went to hang out with my 2-year-old nephew for a little bit and try to put him to bed. And this is what I look like right now. So the foundation has been on for a solid full 8+ hours at this point. This is probably the longest I would wear any foundation. This claims to be a long wear matte finish foundation. They didn't give you like a specific time frame that it's supposed to last, but 8 hours is like a pretty standard long amount of time to wear a foundation. I'm gonna zoom you guys in on this tired ass face and show you what this looks like after 8 hours. We're gonna ignore the hair, but definitely looking a little oily. Absolutely no touch-ups today. I have not done anything to my face today. I took off my lashes and my lipstick right after I finished filming the first part of this. So for 8+ hours, this is pretty good. Definitely an oily, disgusting mess, but not bad. It hasn't really pulled off in any places. I did start to get at one point like the settling in the smile lines, but that's pretty standard for a full coverage matte foundation. So many snowplows. It's like snowing a lot out right now, and it's 10:30 at night and there's plows everywhere. Oh God. Final thoughts. If you're looking for a full coverage matte finish foundation, I would say that this is a pretty good buy. $40 is up there in price, but it is a more substantial and high quality product than something that you would buy at the drugstore. I think as far as the claims go, it is very full coverage. It is long wearing. This, a little bit of powder, I'd be like good to go for another couple of hours at least. Matte finish, yes, but also it kind of melts into the skin and leaves a more satin finish. Other products blend out really, really well. Powders and creams look amazing blending into this. I think maybe it's just a little bit too heavy for my personal preference, but if that's what you're looking for, a very full coverage flat base, I would recommend this. They did listen to the customers and make some changes with the formula, with the bottle itself, and especially with the shade range. They definitely came back a lot stronger than last time, though still. But anyway guys, it is so fucking late and it's snowing and I have to shower and go to work tomorrow. So that's all I have for you today. If you guys like this video and want me to do some more product reviews, give it a big thumbs up so I know. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you guys think about the overall look and lasting power of this foundation. And hit that big red subscribe button right down below to stay up to date with when I post new videos kind of every week. Most likely, probably. I'm trying. But that's all for today, so until next time, bye guys.